Hello, this is AJ with Car Inspected. We're looking at this 2007 Hyundai Tucson with 115,000 kilometers on it. Silver in color with black interior. Overall, pretty decent car. I don't see any history of accidents, damage, anything major. A couple very minor bumps and scuffs on this back bumper here. Pretty much nothing on this side. Looks pretty nice. Just a couple little minor, very minor things. Like I said, I see no repaint, no issues, anything like that. A couple little chips from highway use, but nothing too bad. There's one ding on the driver's side door, driver's side rear door, right here. Other than that, it all looks pretty good. All the windows are original. I don't see anything that's been replaced or cracked or broken or anything like that. You see how they do have all the Hyundai symbols on them. Headlights, taillights, etc. are all good. No sign of breakage or anything like that. Little weather checked, but to be expected for a vehicle of this age. We look at the tires and brakes first of all. So here we have the front left wheel. It is a 2014 Dunlop. They are pretty dry rotten, so they probably won't pass safety as they are, and I would recommend getting them changed anyway. There's about 730 seconds of tread, but still, as you can see, there's a good amount of dry rot on those tires. Brakes are pretty good. Rotors look decent, and there's about, let's say, 65 to 70% left on those brake pads. So we have no issues there. Suspension, there's a strut, looks pretty good. A little surface rust there, but nothing to be worried about. Undercarriage does have its share of surface rust as well. I don't see any major structural damage or anything like that though. Boots all look good. Suspension components look okay. Like I said, you can see some flaky rust on that frame, that cross member, etc. But nothing too serious. I don't see any leaks or anything like that either. All looks pretty good. Same story with this tire. It is a 2014 and it is pretty dry rotten with about 70 to 30 seconds of tread. But again, I suggest it gets replaced. Brakes on this side are also pretty good. Rotors don't have any big lip or anything like that, and there's about 65% on those brake pads. On the passenger side, front wheel also, the surface rust continues, but again, I don't see, it's showing its age, but there's no major issues or cause for concern. There's some rusty bits on the exhaust, but throughout I don't see structural issues. Let's get to these back tires. Same story as the fronts. This one's actually 2017, but it does look pretty dry rotten. So it does sit in the sun a lot. Dry rotten enough that even though they're not that old, I still do recommend replacing them. They're pretty beat up. They do have a good amount of tread. There's about 930 seconds of tread, but again, as you can see, all that dry rot and all that cracks are no good. Rotors look okay, a little rusty from sitting, but there's no lip or anything like that. And these rear pads are probably 75 to 80% left on them, so they are pretty good as well. Rear suspension components all look pretty good. No signs of issue under here. Again, surface rust throughout. Little flaky paint, things like that. Kind of to be expected for a vehicle of this age here in Canada though. It does need a emergency brake cable, I was told by the owner. And there are a couple codes for the ABS system, rear wheel speed sensors, etc. So it does need some brake work in that department. The last tire, again, 2017, but it does have dry rot, and so replacement is recommended. Brakes, same as the other side, good condition, about 70% or so, 80% left on those pads. You can see under here as well. similar surface rust to the rest of the vehicle. Rockers look good though. Again, nothing structural, nothing falling apart or anything like that. Just that typical surface rust. Look through the interior real quick. We do find the glass works as it should. Pops, opens. The struts aren't quite holding it up though, so they could be replaced. Or you can just leave them, whatever you choose. This door opens as well. And inside we do find some factory floor mats here. Under here is the storage compartment, and under there is the spare tire, which is there as well. It's just gotta move all stuff again. There are photos, but it is there. Headliner looks pretty nice. No signs of issue. Not scraped or damaged or ripped or anything like that. Interior all looks pretty good. All the hinges do need a good oiling. They are all a little noisy, mostly probably from sitting. Rear seats look nice. No scratches or scrapes, or looks like barely any use. Everything works as it should. A couple little tiny marks on the rear seat there, but nothing too much. Floors look good. We got WeatherTech mats, summer mats, and carpet underneath, and it all looks pretty nice. Door panel looks good as well. No real issues. Hear those squeaky hinges again. Again, door panel looks good. Front seat looks okay. A couple little stains, but well, not really stains, just some stuff. It'll clean up, I think. It'll definitely clean up. No real issues. Floor also in very nice condition. Glove box works. The original owner's manual and paperwork is in here, so no issues. Dash top looks good. Airbags have never gone off. Anything like that. Like I said, no signs of accident or anything. Go to the driver's side and we find a similar story. All looks pretty good. Door panel, no issues. And the seats over here look pretty good as well. Again, very little use, very little wear. All looks pretty nice. Carpets could use a cleaning. Not really, just those mats. So vacuuming, it looked pretty good. A couple of foot marks on there, but nothing too crazy. Driver's side. Door panel looks nice. No signs of issue. A couple little hand scratches, but nothing too big. Seats look good. Again, not beat up or anything like that. Floors look nice. Dashboard also looks good. No issues. Vehicle seems to run nice. No issues. Upon start, there's a little belt squeak, but probably from sitting. AC works. I'll start it up for you. So that sounds nice, smooth. AC is blowing cold right now. Over the radio, I cannot get to turn on. It says power on here, but it does not turn on. So maybe a fuse blown or something, but the radio does not turn on right now. Again, this all works. AC is on, blows cold. Heat works as well. Gets right warm. So all that stuff is exactly how we want it to be. Nothing's broken, anything like that. Pop the hood real quick. And under the hood we find a pretty decent basic engine compartment. No signs of issue, signs of major oil leak or anything like that. It all looks pretty good. Belts look okay. I don't see any major signs of issue down there as well. No rust in here. Oil looks good. We checked that. Looks brand new. We got a green light on that as well. Nice and clean. Again, I don't see any signs of major leaks or anything like that. Should be of concern. Brake fluid looks good. Coolant is a bit low, so I could not test it, as you can see in there. So that should probably be topped up. Brakes look good, like I said. Battery looks pretty new. It was sitting at just over 12 and charging at about 14.6. So we have no issues there. Charging system is working as it should. So there we go. Nice straightforward little SUV. There we have it, 2007 Hyundai Tucson. Once again, this is AJ with Car Inspected, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.